We're here at Biltmore House in Asheville, North Carolina. 98 years ago, George Washington Vanderbilt, who was the grandson of Commodore Cornelius Vanderbilt, along with the help of Frederick Law Olmsted and Richard Morris Hunt, built a masterpiece. Now today we're going to go on a little tour of the gardens laid out by Olmsted nearly a century ago. We'll start with the rose garden right above the conservatory. Coming out of the conservatory, we're immediately greeted by one of Frederick Law Olmsted's little pet projects, the butterfly garden. Now, as the name implies, this garden was planted specifically to attract butterflies to the plants. As you can see, it still looks pretty much the same as it did when Vanderbilt lived here almost a century ago. And there are plants such as winter savory, oregano, sorrel, and hyssop in here. For the owner of a 19th century estate such as Vanderbilt owned, practicality and beauty went hand in hand. That's why when Olmsted designed the gardens here at Biltmore, he kept the idea of beauty and practicality in mind. Color was also important, as you can see in this little clump right here that is here in the butterfly garden. Pink, purple, red, as well as a spray of mint. Then over here, the sea of blue and purple. And to give it a little more informal feel, they installed benches. This would be great for an afternoon with a cool drink and some good friends. You've no doubt heard the expression, we save the best for last. Well, in this case, we have the best for first. The world famous Biltmore Rose Garden. Let's go take a look. Olmsted's design for the Biltmore Rose Garden, in fact the entire walled garden, came from the English concept of the English walled garden. And here, he planted many varieties of roses. Some have even been prize winners. You can see that the roses are finally in bloom, and they do smell quite wonderful. There are all varieties, all colors, pink. Over here, a little darker red on this side, and even some white roses. This would have been an ideal place. All of us are no doubt familiar with the normal colors of roses, red, white, pink. Well, here at Biltmore, they've gone Mother Nature one better. An orange rose. We're now on the upper level of the walled garden. As you can see, we've gone from roses to lilies. So Olmsted did not design the garden with just roses in mind. He planted all kinds of flowers. Now we'll go up to the ramble that goes up to the house. Olmsted designed several aspects of Biltmore Estate to please the eye and to surprise. Not just the 3-mile approach road which goes to the deep forest of Biltmore, but the ramble, which shows you from the occupants of the house to a nice little path down to the gardens. We're doing it in reverse. Let's go. At the top of the ramble, we came back up to the covered garden, which looks out over what used to be part of the Biltmore Estate. It was at one time 125,000 acres. It's down to about 8,000 acres now. And back in the very back of it was the pinnacle, Mount Pisgah. When George Vanderbilt came to Asheville in the late 1880s, one thing he was struck by was the beauty and majesty of the mountains. This is what he was struck by. In the very back, you can barely make out Mount Pisgah, which was also part of the estate. Change is nothing new here at Biltmore Estate. For example, in George Vanderbilt's day, this white area here was a bowling green. In the 1920s, his daughter Cornelia installed a swimming pool. Well, the pool's been taken out and the bowling green is back. Olmsted put this garden together in the late 1880s. When he did, he was quite fortunate in that he had a lot of talented sculptors working for him. Because of their work, the gardens here at Biltmore are full of statues, both here at the house, around the pool area, and down in the Italian informal gardens. This statue is one of the most famous here at Biltmore and adorns quite a lot of the souvenirs and gift shops. It's called The Dancing Lesson.